Hello Witchers, I'm going to quickly show you where to find all the feline armor locations. If this video helps you, please like it, leave a silly comment for that algorithm, and don't subscribe to me. Alright, we're going to start by exploring under the temple aisle. This is where I am on the map. Okay, you can see the main road right here. Okay, they have a little tricky kind of like a fake road going to where you want to go, but that's not where you want to go. Alright, I'll show you in a second. This is where I am. The main road is just up those stairs. We just gotta go down as much as we can. So we're gonna go down this hill here. Down and around. Okay. And then I think we need to go this way. Yeah. We're gonna go this way. And jump down here. There we go. Keep going around. And we've reached the cave. Nice. Alright.
There's something here.
So we need to interact with this to get rid of the illusion. Okay. And now we're inside. If you're wondering how I got rid of that illusion, do the hunting a witch quest. Alright. That will lead to you finding the item that I used. Alright, I cranked the gamma so you guys can see much better. Looks like there's an enemy as soon as we get in here, so let's go ahead and just quickly take care of him. He's just a lonely golem. Okay, looks like we can either go left or right. There's a breakable wall to my right. I just can't help myself. I'm going to quickly check in here first. As soon as you enter the room, make sure you go under the water. There is a chest in the water down there. You can see it if you use your Witcher sense. It's as soon as you enter the room. Alright, looks like this is just another... Oh, never mind. Actually, I thought this was like an entrance to the cave, but looks like I'm wrong. There's just another chest here. Alright, so that's just some loot you can grab. Invoice for the golem. Alright, so nothing too crazy in here. Okay, so I'm back in the main room now, where I fought the golem. We're going to go to the right this time. Okay. And then we're going to hop on these stones. There's a big hop I did there. Alright, you might not want to use your torch for a lot of here. You can see that there's lots of gases everywhere. Okay, that can cause an explosion. Or you just turned your gamma up really high like I did. Okay, so we've reached a room full of statues, and we got to look at the research notes. If you want, it'll tell you what to do. But what you want to do is you want to turn these statues all the way around until they're facing the inside of the room. Okay, so they're all facing in. So do that for every single statue as you go. Okay, so I'm just moving the last statue now, so they're all facing in. Just gotta move this one twice. And there we go. That should open it up. And it's just all water. Make sure you have your crossbow equipped because there's going to be some enemies in here. Alright, so go ahead and dive underwater and then get your crossbow out and shoot them. They all die in one hit with the crossbow. Thank goodness. You don't even really have to aim for them. Whoops, hey. At least I thought you didn't have to aim. There we go. Really struggling with this aiming of the crossbow here. There we go. Alright, I got them all. I think you can lock onto them by pressing down the joystick, your left joystick. Once you've taken care of all those drowners, you can go ahead and dive down. You can see there is something sparkling down there. Let's go ahead and loot it, and we got the laboratory key. There's nothing else down here, right? No. Alright, so that's for the door we couldn't open in the main room before, so let's get out of here and make our way back to that main room. Okay, so I'm in that main room where I fought the golem in the beginning. We're going to head this way towards the door now. And go ahead and unlock it. Alright. There'll be a friendly guy in here waiting for you. Let's go ahead and just punch him in the face. I don't think there's anything special about him, though he does have powers, I guess. I'm gonna go ahead and get my shield up. And then just take him out real quick. There we go. Nice. Let's make sure we loot him. Get all the diagrams. So you get all the diagrams off of him. There should be some more treasure in here, so let's go ahead and loot whatever else is in this room. Okay, so I looted everything. Now we have to head over to this area, but I am going to show you where to find the boat for another diagram that I already collected before. Okay, so this is where I am on the map. Just on this little island here. Pretty easy to get here from the lighthouse. You can just swim across. We're going to see a pretty big ship out in the open. We're going to hop into it. Now, I've already collected this before, like I said. Because I just saw the ship and I couldn't help myself. I swam to it. But it's in this chest right here. Okay? As soon as you walk down. I think there's other treasures in here too, so make sure you look around. Okay, so the next location is all the way over here. I'm just taking the lighthouse fast travel point from where I just was. And we're going to go to this area. Starting from the fast travel point, we're just going to go straight. And there's a crevice we're just going to run right into. Alright, there we go. Once inside, there's a crack right here. So let's get our telekinetic blast. Blast that wide open. Alright. And there is the next loot we need. Make sure you also read the book that you get off of him, because that will show you where to get the next item. Okay, so looks like we got a new thing on the map. We got to go here next. Okay, like I said, this is where I'm on the map. There is a fast travel point to this area, which is nice. Okay, so if we look over to the left here, we'll see there's something to examine.
Look around some.
Alright, I'm not sure if that's really required. Let's go ahead and get our telekinetic blast out and blast the door open. Stop looking at the bandits. I keep looking at the bandits. There we go. Nice. Alright, those bandits should know to leave me alone. So we're going to head downstairs. And let's see what we find. Let's loot this. Alright, there's a bunch of manuscripts there. Is that the manuscript we're looking for? I don't think so. Let's keep heading downstairs. Oh, I got a superior swallow, though. That's nice. Alright, oops. And there we go. We got a journal. And that was the last piece of equipment that we need. Alright, this is where I am on the map. I just wanted to show you this because this is where you get a map to show you these two locations. We're going to start with the one in Novigrad in a moment. But again, let's just take a quick look where I am. I'm in Blackborough. We're going to talk to this guy right here. He will sell you a map for very cheap for these locations. Alright, so let's head to the first one. Okay, I'm in Novigrad now. I'm starting at this fast travel point just to make it easy for you to understand where I am. Let's head straight. And then we're going to continue to head straight. We're going to jump on a ledge right here. Alright, and behind the ledge there is a ladder. Let's climb the ladder. Alright, head inside. And then it should be somewhere in here. Let's see what we got. Do we have to head upstairs? Probably. Let's see what's in this box right here. Nope. I'm just gonna go upstairs for now. It says it's downstairs though. Even though it says it's downstairs, it's right here upstairs. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab it, and there we go. Very confusing. Okay, the next one can be found right here on the map. The abandoned manor. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and head inside. I already came here once in a previous quest. And we're just going to head, once you see this, we're going to head up the stairs. And then it should be in this bookcase right here, or the treasure chest right beside the bookcase. Okay? Okay, so this is where I am on the map for the next one. There's two caves here, one on this side and one on the other. We're just at the entrance to the cave now. Now, there should be some markings on the wall around here somewhere. Or I guess it was back here. Ah, there it is. Alright, so we can go investigate that.
Look around some.
Alright. Now, it shouldn't be very far in the cave. If you use your Witcher senses, it probably won't get past you. Of course, it's a little dark in here. Let's use my torch. Ah, there it is right there. Okay. Nice. Alright, so that's all the diaphragms for this scavenger hunt. Alright, you can do them any order that you want. I'm just going to choose the order that it gave me in the beginning. So it looks like the first place we got to go to is over here on the map. Now, quickly, if you don't have these icons, this guy sells you a map in order to see those icons on your map. Though, I couldn't talk to him until it was like noon. Alright, so maybe, I wouldn't be surprised if it was like 9 o'clock you could have to talk to him at. Because I think I tried talking to him at 6 a.m. and he wasn't having it. Anyways, so let's go to our first location. I'm approaching the cave now. Now, I think there should be a wolf insignia, or sorry, a cat insignia right here. Yeah, there it is. Alright.
I want to look around some.
Now we're going to go ahead and enter the cave. Now, there will be either some bears in here or some bandits. I'm not sure. But I think we got to go near the end of the cave. Oh, there's the bear. Good stuff. Alright, let's head forward. And looks like this is it. So it should be around the bear, I think. Is this it right here? Hey, come on, go near me. Come on. Alright. No, that doesn't look like it's it. Looks like we got another treasure chest right here. There it is. Alright, let's move to the next spot. I'm approaching the next area now. In Oxenford. Looks like it's in a house. But let's go around here. Is there a door there? I don't see a door there. I think we're going to go down here, actually. There's a door. Let's make our way inside. Okay, there's the cat icon right there. Let's go and examine it. Okay, so we're going to look to our right now. We're going to see a ladder. Let's hop down. Okay. Let's keep walking forward. I got my Witcher sense going. Let's get a torch in here. Okay, looks like we got a fake wall there. And a brick right here. Let's push the brick. And that opened the wall. And looks like there's the diagram. Nice. Okay. Let's look around the rest of the room if you want, but that's everything we need for this area. Okay, so I'm at the quarry now. At the fast travel point. Let's head inside. See if we can find the cat logo. Alright, apparently there's a quest to do here too. Okay, so after taking care of the monsters for the bandits, we're gonna go forward towards the cave. Looks like there's the icon there. Okay, let's head into the cave. Looks like it's a pretty small cave. And it should be right here. There it is. Nice, so that's the final one. Alright, we got 3 locations we got to go to for these diagrams. Now, you can buy the map for the diagrams right here. The quartermaster sells it to you in Castle Village. This guy right here. Okay, so buy it off him. The map, it was only like 20 or 30 crowns, something like that. Let's head to the first location. Okay, so I'm approaching the first location now. There's a big rock monster out front. So be ready for that. I don't know what level he is. Level 27, that's pretty high level. But these guys have really slow attack animations, so they shouldn't be too hard to beat. Okay, so I just took him out. Now just remember to just always use your shield for this guy. If you use your shield, Quen, most of the time you'll be okay because his hits do hit hard, but he doesn't hit you very often. Okay, so just heal, keep your healing potions going, your shield going. Should be easy to beat. Anyways, I think there's a marking on this rock or something. There it is, right there. Okay.
Look around some.
Now we just gotta look around for the treasure chest. Let's see where it is. Is it around here? I had a feeling. Okay. There we go. All sorts of armors right there. So let's go to the next location. This is where I am on the map now. To get to the next one. I think there's some enemies here waiting for us near a cave. Let's go ahead and take them out. There's like 1,000 neckers waiting for you at the beginning of the cave. Let me just use my Witcher sense to see if I can find the icon. Oh, there it is there. Okay, so let's examine that. And I assume we have to go into the cave and fight whatever monster's in there. Like I said, you shouldn't go all the way into the cave because there's 1,000 of these neckers here and you need to take them all out. And then there should be another monster in here. I can hear him clomping around. Where are you now? Oh, it's a rock troll. Oh, okay. It's not that strong. Okay, so I just took out the troll. There's his body right there. Now we can go to the left and there is going to be some stuff here, including some more neckers and another chest. So make sure you loot this stuff right here, but this is not exactly what we want. We want to go this way. We're going to see a little ledge right here. Let's jump up on it. These rocks are in our way. I'm going to try and punch them, I guess. Do I break them like this? There we go. Alright, out of the way, rocks. And there is the diagram. Okay, so this is where I am on the map for the next one. You get a fast travel point here once you come here too. Let's look for the markings. Oh, there it is there. Okay, let's examine it. Nice. Okay, so let's head inside the cave. I don't think this is a cave you really get lost in. I think there's just a big monster in there guarding it. Ah, there he is. He looks friendly. Alright, so I'm about to take him out. For this guy, just make sure to use your shield a lot. Because again, they attack really slowly. So as long as you have your shield up most of the time, you should be okay when fighting golems. Let's go ahead and loot him. Where's my loot? No loot for this guy? Alright, fine. I didn't want any loot anyway. Okay, so looks like there's a bunch of stuff here. There's the diagram. Nice, and that should be all of them. Okay, I just wanted to quickly show you where I got the map. I got it off this guy here in Feline, which revealed the locations for me. This armorer right here, so go ahead and purchase from him. And let's go to Skellige and find the pieces. Alright, so this is where I am on the map for the first piece of armor, or actually the sword upgrade for the cat school gear. In front of this monster den. We're going to go to the right here. We can see a broken up wall, which will let us get through. Alright. Hop over here. And then we're going to head inside. Alright, some wraiths in here. After you take care of those wraiths, we're going to go to the left. We're going to see a symbol right here. Alright, let's go ahead and scan it. Oops, it's not working for some reason. Alright, it's definitely finicky to click on that one. I don't know what's going on. Anyways, let's go ahead and head up. And just to our right here, our left, sorry, you'll see this little cove, and that's where the gear is. Okay, so this is where I am on the map now. On this little island here, there's going to be 2 locations to go to. I started with this one. There's a little monster den here, and the icon is just to our left of the monster den. Okay, so I'm heading inside the cave now. We're just going through the water. Okay, from these statues here, we're just going to head straight. And then just around the corner here, we're going to see a chest with all the armor in it. Okay, so this is where I am on the map now. Not sure how to get to this cave any other way. I'm sure there must be another way, but I think it's easiest from this road. Then we're just going to hop through here. And just fall down there. Okay. Ooh. See, I almost tripped. Not sure how else to get to this cave, really. But anyways, here I am. There's the symbol. And let's head inside. Okay, let's make our way in. We're going to go ahead and use our telekinetic blast here. Whoops. Let's just use my torch real quick. And there's the loot. Alright. Alright, this is where I am on the map. I'm approaching the area now. Okay, so the door is locked. We're going to go around the side here. And we're going to look for some scaffolding. There it is there. Looks like we can hop up right here. Make our way down the roofs. There we go. There's some bandits here. Let's go ahead and take them out. Alright, once you save the merchant, we're going to ask him about the diagrams and then check out what he's selling. Okay, so after you're done talking to the merchant, we're going to go into this red house. Use our Witcher sense to look around. And we're going to see a painting on the wall right here. And we're going to find a letter and one of the diagrams. Alright, go ahead and read the letter. And that's going to give you your next location. Before you leave, look around. There's lots of loot. And in the corner right here, we'll see a bag that we can loot. And we're going to want to grab that because this gives us a key. And something else to read. Okay, so you can use that key that you just picked up to open the door to leave. And now we can go ahead and look at our map and see where we're heading next. Over here. Okay, so when you're going to this area here, it's going to be full of bandits. But there's one bandit called the Fire Runner that you want to try and go after. If you don't kill the Fire Runner in time before he lights the fire, 40 more bandits are going to show up. Alright, so you're going to fight about 20 without the Fire Runner. It's going to get into the 40s if you don't get him. Now, keep in mind the side that I'm in right now on the map. I think he runs up the stairs right here. So if we block the stairs, we won't miss him. He should run right past us. Alright, here we go. We're going to run right onto the stairs. And that's where we're going to hang out. And just keep fighting bandits in this area. You can see, like, I'm bunching them all up right on the bridge. Makes it a little easier to take them all out. Hit more of them at once. Okay, so I took out quite a lot of bandits. We're going to see a ladder just outside that room. Want to climb up. Alright, so I think this is where the signal fire would be. I think we got to take care of this guy. Alright, so I took care of him. I'm going to go ahead and loot him. Let's take a look around. There's a couple treasures here. And I think there's a note. Yeah, we got to loot this. There's some more diagrams. Good stuff. Alright, so when you walk out of the treehouse in the top there, it's going to trigger a cutscene where all these guys will come back. We still have to find the diagrams, though. Okay, so we're in the middle area again, and we're going to go this way. We're going to see the signal fire. I thought the signal fire was on top, but it's actually this thing right here. And just right to the right, we're going to see this loot. And this is where we're going to find some diagrams. And where we're supposed to go next. Okay, so I'm in front of the cave right now. Where we're supposed to go next. There's some enemies in there. I already took them out. It's just plant guys. That's, you know, just shoot poison at you. You just go ahead and rush them and take them out with your sword. They're not that hard. Alright, so we're going to stick to the left here. And we'll see a bag right there. And we're going to go ahead and grab it for the rest of the diagrams. And I think that's it. If this video helped you, please like it. Leave a silly comment for that algorithm and don't subscribe to me.